I have been an Apple Watch fan since my first one, which was the Series 3. I bought it in 2020 and paired and used it with my iPhone 11 Pro Max for 2 years straight. Just before buying the Apple Watch Series 3, I had the Galaxy Watch from Samsung. Today I have got the Series 3 again to see how it holds up in 2024. And I say you can definitely get the Apple Watch Series 3, but why and at what price? Watch the video till the end to know. Hey guys, you are watching TechNutso, let's get started. The Apple Watch Series 3 was launched in September 2017 alongside the iPhone 10, so it is 6 years old now. It comes in two different case sizes and builds, 42mm and 38mm, aluminum case and stainless steel case. The one I have is 42mm with the aluminum case in space gray. The display on this is a Retina OLED protected with sapphire crystal glass with 1000 nits of peak brightness. The display is easily visible in direct sunlight. It is a 3D touch enabled display. The rectangle shaped dial looks like a small smartphone on the wrist. The watch doesn't feel heavy, and if you pair it with a fabric strap, it becomes too comfortable. You can even sleep with it on. The bezels are huge when compared to newer watches, but the display quality still feels top notch. The build quality is strong and durable. It is water resistant up to 50 meters, and I have taken it to the swimming pool with no issues. Although I don't recommend taking it in the water if your watch is repaired. Some of the important sensors included in the Apple Watch Series 3 are GPS, altimeter, accelerometer, gyroscope, ambient light sensor, and optical heart rate sensor. It has Bluetooth 4.2 and also Wi-Fi. The Bluetooth connection works well, but the wireless range isn't as good as on the newer Apple Watches with Bluetooth 5.0. I currently am using two Apple Watches, the Series 6 and the Series 3. So when the Series 6 is charging, I can easily roam throughout my apartment and still see the charging status of it. But that's not the same with the Series 3. This is not a problem but a difference I have noticed. The GPS and GPS Plus cellular variants have 8GB and 16GB of storage space respectively to store apps, songs, photos and health data. The favorites photo album is automatically synced to the watch after it is paired with an iPhone. So you can have a glance at your important pictures on the go. The touch response is smooth and accurate. The Series 3 is powered by the Apple S3 chip, which is a dual-core CPU. This 6-year-old Apple Watch Series 3 doesn't feel slow or laggy to me. Although opening apps on it is a little bit slow, the apps work perfectly fine. The watch has a speaker and a microphone so that we can make and receive calls on the go without having to reach the iPhone. I can easily make calls, see notifications at a glance, and change music when I'm driving or riding. We can also reply to notifications through dictation, slide typing, or suggestions. The haptic feedback is really good and you won't miss out on important notifications. I usually nap in the noon for 15 minutes and the watch's haptics wake me up after the timer runs out. My Apple Watch is always on silent as it's already on me and the haptics are enough to notify me. You can ask Siri to help you out with various tasks by raising your wrist and using the command Hey Siri. She can help you with most of your tasks, making calls, doing mathematical calculations, searching the internet, setting timers, etc. We can also wake her up by holding the crown. The Series 3 has most of the health tracking features we need: heart rate, sleep tracking and workout tracking. Also, the watch can notify you when your heart rate surpasses a specific threshold. The Workouts app has various exercises to choose from. I usually track my outdoor walk on my Series 3 and it does work fine. I sleep with the watch on my wrist comfortably and in the morning, it wakes me up with gentle taps on the wrist. I use the Pillow app to track my sleep. It notifies me of how many hours I have slept and also my sleep quality. Health tracking features on the Apple Watch Series 3 are accurate and more than enough for most people. The battery life is kind of a highlight of the Series 3 when compared to newer Apple Watches. It easily lasts me about a day and a half on a single charge. I charge it in the morning to 100%. And then the next morning I still have 30 to 35% of battery left, which can last me until noon easily. This is, I can say, by far the best battery backup on an Apple Watch I have used. The battery backup is impressive but not the charging time. It takes approximately 2.5 hours to fully charge. It's not a deal breaker for sure. The watch faces are limited but are enough to choose from and they are very functional too. The Series 3 runs on watchOS 8.8.1 which was released on June 21, 2023. But the watchOS 8 is a 2-year-old OS and it was the last major software update for the Series 3. So that means Apple no longer supports the Watch Series 3. Does that mean it's unusable? Of course not. The Series 3 is still usable and compatible from the iPhone 6s to the latest iPhone 15 and iOS 11 to the latest iOS 17, which is again the latest. If you are new to the channel, please do the two taps, that is like and subscribe for more tech content. You can buy the Series 3 in 2024 if you want to try the Apple Watch for the first time but don't want to spend much. You are looking to buy those new so-called smartwatches in under Rs 6000 range. Those aren't smartwatches but smart bands with big displays. Don't mind me, but I don't find those worth it. You can also set it up for your child or grandparents for health tracking. The functionality and accuracy it offers is very superior. You will definitely fall in love with the Apple ecosystem. If I wasn't a tech enthusiast and a content creator, I could easily live with the Series 3. You can get a used or refurbished deal on the Apple Watch Series 3 around Rs 3000 to Rs 6000 depending upon the condition of the case and accessories. This one with me has been roughly used, so I got this deal for Rs 3500. And for Rs 3500, this is a really bang for buck deal. It already has a skin over it and it just looks fine and works perfectly. Remember this one thing while buying the Series 3. Go for the 42mm version only. All the straps of the 42mm fit to 49mm case size, which is of the Watch Ultra 2. And also the 42mm Series 3 doesn't look too huge or too small on your wrist. So here ends my video. This was my perspective on the Apple Watch Series 3 in 2024. Drop your queries in the comments below and the relevant ones will be answered. If you have any tech queries, follow and DM me on Instagram. I am happy to help. Instagram link in the description. See you guys in the next one. TechNutso signing off.